Hi students, welcome back to our class. For today's lesson, we have exponential function. Today's agenda: first, definition; second, table of values; third, graph. Exponential function is a relation of the form y is equal to b raised to x with the independent variable x ranging over the entire real number line as the exponent of a positive number b. Let's proceed and sketch the graph of the following function. Before that, let's have the steps in sketching a graph. First, create a table values by assigning x values, then solve for the y value or f of x values by substituting the x value on the given function. Second, using the table values done on the step 1, plot it on the Cartesian by intersecting the x and y values or f of x values. Let's proceed with the examples. Number 1, f of x is equal to 2 raised to x. Again, we'll use the two-step in sketching a graph. Let's move on in completing the table values. So we have the value of x as negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So for the first value of x, which is negative 4, let's substitute negative 4 on the original equation. We all know that f of x is also equal to y. So we'll have y is equal to 2 raised to negative 4. Since we have a negative exponent, we need to find the reciprocal of the base, which is 2. So the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. So we'll have 1 over 2 raised to 4. And 1 over 2 raised to 4 is equal to 1 over 16. Because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 16. That means if our x is equal to negative 4, then our y is equal to 1 over 16. The second value of x is negative 3. So we'll have y is equal to 2 raised to negative 3. Again, the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. So we'll have 1 all over 2 raised to 3. And 1 over 2 raised to 3 is equal to 1/8. That means if our x is equal to negative 3, then our y is equal to 1/8. The third one is negative 2. So we have y is equal to 2 raised to negative 2. It will become 1 all over 2 raised to 2. And that is equal to 1/4. That means if your x is equal to negative 2, then your y will be equal to 1/4. If x is equal to negative 1, it will become y is equal to 2 raised to negative 1. And then reciprocal of 2, that will be 1/2. So the answer for this one is 1/2. Next is if x is equal to 0. So we'll have y is equal to 2 raised to 0. Remember that any number or variable raised to 0, the answer is always 1. That means if our x is equal to 0, then our y is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 1. And 2 raised to 1 is equal to 2. That means if our x is equal to 1, then our y is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 is equal to 4. That means if our x is equal to 2, then our y is equal to 4. If x is equal to 3, we have y is equal to 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. That means if our x is equal to 3, then our y is equal to 8. Since we already complete the table of values, we can now proceed with sketching the graph or plot our points. So again, these are our table, which is the x and y values. First, we have negative 4, negative 16, so this will be our point. Next, negative 3 and 1/8, negative 2 and 1/4, negative 1 and 1/2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 8. Then connect all the points, so this will be our graph. Let's proceed with number 2. F of x is equal to 1 half raised to x. This time, we have a fraction. So, same tayo, yun pa rin yung step na gagamitin natin. So, for the first step, let us find or complete the table of values. So, we need to find the value of y. So, the first x that we have is negative 3. So, substitute negative 3 to the given equation. So, it will become 1 half raised to negative 3. Then, since negative sign to, we need to find the reciprocal of the base, and the reciprocal of 1 half is 2. So, that will become 2 raised to 3, and 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. That means, if your x is negative 3, then your y is equal to 8. Next, negative 2, substitute negative 2. So, we have y is equal to 1 half raised to negative 2, and that is equal to 4, because that will become 2 raised to 2. So, that means if your x is negative 2, then your y is positive 4. Next is negative 1. So, we have 1 half raised to negative 1. And then, the reciprocal of 1 half is 2. So, that means, if your x is negative 1, then your y will become 2. If x is equal to 0, so again, any number or variable raised to 0, the answer is always 1. That means your y is equal to 1. Next, if x is 1, we have 1 half raised to 1, and that is 1 half. If x is equal to 2, that will become 1 half raised to 2, and that will become 1/4. If x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1 half raised to 3, and that is 1/8. And last, we have if x is equal to 4, then that will be y is equal to 1 half raised to 4, and that is 1/16. Since we already completed the table, we can now proceed with the graph. So this is the points that we need to plot on the Cartesian plane. First, we have negative 3, 8. Next, negative 2, 4. Negative 1, 2. 0, 1. 1 and 1 half. 2 and 1/4. 3 and 1/8. And then 4 and 1/16. And then connect all the dots or all the points. So this will be your graph. So, in general, the graph of f of x is equal to b raised to x has the following behavior depending on the value of the base. The first given that we have, the base is 2, and that is greater than 1, right? So, since it is greater than 1, then this will be our graph. Okay, so it looks like this one. So, if b is greater than 1, then this is our graph. The second example that we have is less than 1 because that is 1 half. So this is our b, which is 1 half. That is greater than 0 but less than 1. So this is our graph. Okay? So remember this one. The function only attains only positive y values. As x decreases without bound, the function approaches 0 if the b is greater than 1. As x increases without bound, the function approaches 0 if b is greater than 0 but less than 1. I hope you learned something today. Thank you for listening. God bless.